Hey guys, I'm back again with yet another makeup tutorial. Surprise, surprise. Today I went for a really good thing about this. It is a cut crease cat eye. So I kept the lid quite light and focused the darker shadows on the outer third of the eye and obviously in the crease. And then I just paired it with a nude lip. I also show you how I achieve my sort of all foundation look that I go for. I usually tend to go for a full coverage sort of glowy dewy sort of look, so I'll show you how I achieve that. Thanks so much for watching if you are, and I'll see you shortly. Thanks. Okay guys, I'm just gonna go straight on into the eyes. Please ignore my face without any makeup on, so close up in your grill. So what I've done is I've just started with some sticky tape and applied that very close to the outer corner of the eye. In fact, it meets the outer corner of the eye, purely because this look I want to focus on just the upper lid. I'm not going to be doing or bringing any shadow underneath the lower lid. I'm just going to start off by applying a nude colored powder. You can use any powder. I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and I'm just going to be buffing that all over the lid of my eye, all the way up to my eyebrow, and this will take any tackiness away from the lid, just to help with the blending. I'm going to do quite a warm upper sort of cut crease cat eye, and so I'm going to use a bunch of different shades, and they're all in different palettes, so I'm not going to be mentioning the names, but I will be showing you the colors. So I'm going to be starting out using a matte orange shade, and I'm just going to be buffing that in the crease. And the first shade that you put on the crease is going to work as, work as the transition shade. So you really want the blending on the first shade to be on point, so, because that's the shade that's going to, effectively be your blend. If that makes sense. It makes perfect sense in my head. I don't think it'll make such perfect sense to everyone else. I found it really difficult to explain things. Like, me and my sister were actually talking about it. It'll make perfect sense in my head, and I've got all the right words in my head. But then when it comes out, I just sound and feel so inarticulate. Okay, once you've done that, I'm going to be moving on to the darker shades. Now, as you go dark with your shades, you will apply it sort of further down than what you did with the first shade. And I'm going to be starting off with, it's called Matte Garcia, and it's a deep sort of maroon brown. I'm going to be taking that on a more of a tapered sort of blending brush, as opposed to the blending brush I was just using, which is sort of just round and fluffy. This one is more tapered, so it'll apply the product more directly. I washed all my brushes so beautifully yesterday for the video, and it just breaks my little heart to have to dirty them again. I just wish you could have eternally clean black brushes even whilst you're using them. I'm then going to be going in with my MAC Burgundy ×9 palette. So I'm going to be going in with this rich sort of reddish brown tone again. This one is called Antiqued by MAC. I'm going to be applying the darkest shade. I'm keeping it very warm. This is a warm toned, very dark brown shade. Yeah, this one in the middle. And this one is called Embark by MAC. And now, very gently, we're going to be carving out the crease. Okay, and then because I want a little bit more warmth, I'm going to be using my little duo sort of shadow thing that I got from Inglot, and I'll be using this maroon red shade. I'm taking that on the fluffiest brush that we have and very lightly going over the edges of that. So sort of in between the orange and the dark brown. Okay, I'm still not exactly happy with the intensity, so I'm going to be going in again. I'm going to be going in with my favorite shade, Sketch by MAC, and I'm going to be putting this directly in the crease. Okay guys, so now for the cut crease effect. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going in with just a flat brush like that, and I'm going to be using a cream concealer. Okay, I'm using the MAC Studio Sculpt in NW20. It really doesn't matter as long as it's a cream product and it's skin color. I'm going to be loading my brush up on one side with that concealer like that, and then we're going to be creating our cut crease. We won't bring it up all the way into our crease because then we'll spoil all the blending work we did. So just sort of halfway up your lid. I'm then going to be going in with a lighter shade. I'm going to be using face highlighters. The first one I'm going to be going in with is by Becca, and it is the Opal highlighter. I'm going to be going in with another highlighting product. This is by the Balm, and it's the Mary Luminizer, and it's just a light champagne, extremely pigmented highlight powder. I'm just going to be using my finger and patting over that. And then using the brush just to neaten up. Okay, and then the final step for the eyeshadow, I just want to connect this outer corner, literally just on the edge of that tape. And for that I'm going to be using Sketch again, and the smallest little blending brush. Okay guys, I thought it was a little bit dark, just super annoying, so I've just put on some lights. I'm then going to be applying a mascara just before I do my foundation. I'm using, as always, the Crease Luxury Lashes Ultra Black Mascara. And a little tip for mascara is really to bend your lashes backwards as you're applying it and upwards. And then when the mascara dries, they dry sort of bend, making them look a lot longer and making your eyes look a lot more open. I'm going to be using my all-time favorite foundation for the moment, and it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Mine's almost finished, and mine's in the color Dawn. So I'm going to be mixing in a little bit of MAC's Soft and Gentle highlighter. I'm going to be just applying that with a kabuki brush. And guys, to mix the highlight powder in with the foundation, I just scrape a little bit of the highlight powder off with the back of my brush, mix it in with the foundation before applying it to my face, and you'll see in an upcoming clip what a beautiful glow it really gives the skin. I don't know if you can see the beautiful glow it gives. Then for underneath the eyes, I always go with the correcting product first. Any sort of pinky, sort of salmony colored concealer. This time I'm going in with the concealer that we used for the lids. So I'm just going to be applying a little bit underneath the eyes before going in with the highlighting product. Okay, then as always, going in with a highlighting product. Right now I'm using the Crease Retouch Light Reflecting one. And as always, just to set the under eye area and T-zone, I'll be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finisher Natural in light. Okay, then for the cheeks, I'm going to be using the shade in my little blush palette that I got the orange shade from. I'm going to be using this middle shade. Okay, then for my lips, I'm going to keep them nude as always, but sort of more browny nude color. I'm going to be lining them with MAC's Chicory Lip Pencil. It's more sort of browny maroony. Guys, somehow I ended up losing the rest of the footage of me actually applying the lipstick after I'm done lining my lips, which is super annoying. But I just ended up using MAC's Blankety lipstick and filling the rest of my lips and using that. And then yes, the look was complete. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you are watching, thanks so much, and I'll see you shortly. Oh, I did leave a little picture just so that you guys could see how it actually turned out. But thanks guys, bye.